right, who's been waiting for this? I know a lot of you have been seeing, the different things I've been posting on social media. Well, this is the Ice King. We're finally going to get around to painting him, getting him all painted up. He was primed and zenithal highlighted, and now we're going to go ahead. I did put down a layer of white, as you can see, on his body and face and legs. Now the white is just so we can use that blue color you're going to be seeing, so it goes on a little bit better than putting it on a darker base color, and you'll see how all this will tie together. And I actually ended up really liking this project. I've never really done anything with ice before. It's kind of like a new experience. I was posting some things on different Discord groups, and someone had kind of teased and said, "Oh, look, you're making Papa Smurf," and I was like, "Well, you know what? Maybe one day we'll go ahead and we'll make a modern day, Smurf warrior type of thing." But yeah, I can kind of see what he means. The blue making Papa Smurf, but application went on pretty good. This model, I honestly cannot remember where I downloaded it from, but a lot of great detail, as you can see with the muscles. The muscles actually had really good detail. Now, keep in mind, I'm brand new at painting. When I say brand new, probably about a year, doing some slap chop earlier on. I'm just trying to make it easier. As you can see, I tried to blend in the muscle tones. I'm learning highlighting, learning shading. In this case, I wanted to go ahead and kind of glaze with speed paints. So kind of mix that speed paint with the speed paint medium, to dilute it. So when I put it all over, it doesn't just, it kind of makes it a little bit more like a glaze. So it's not as strong. And you'll see I'll start with the face. Now, I started with the face because it's the smallest part. If I ended up messing it up, I could repaint it. So, but actually, I really like the way this came on. It really did work out great. At least in my opinion. You guys tell me what you think. Go in the comments, leave a comment. Maybe you got some suggestions, something else I can try. This one was specifically for ice, so if you notice, I'll go ahead and I'll put that all over the blue body that I just painted. So that way it's kind of getting that consistency throughout. Make sure that the shadows look a little bit deeper. Kind of mutes down the highlights a little bit, but I'm not too worried about that because everything else will tie it together when I start painting the armor. Things like that. And now you can see we're going to go ahead and start with the leather straps. Just regular old flat earth paint. Kind of move my stuff around so that way be a little bit organized. What do you guys listen to when you're working? For me, while I'm painting, it's kind of, it's therapeutic. I just sit back and paint, fill in everything I need to fill in. I listen to podcasts, and some people might think I'm a little weird, but I listen to a lot of paranormal podcasts, just to, unplug from regular life for a little bit and just enjoy the moment, enjoy painting. Got all the brown mixed up and painted on. Now we're going to go ahead and put in for what we're going to be painting now. Just kind of checking everything out, making sure everything is blended, getting an idea of what we want to do. So we got the white. Now we're going to work on the hair. So the hair, the beard, putting that base of white down. Sure, I probably should have done this when I was doing the body. I didn't really think about it, but went ahead, put that base of white down for Ice King, make him a little bit frosty, but you'll see how we'll blend that together a little bit later on. and of course his shield. Now the shield, I was kind of thinking, this was my my reasoning. I wanted to make sure that the outside looked like ice, so it's kind of like ice encapsulating this this shield. So that's why it's painted the way it is. His armor on his kilt, I guess is what you would call it. Same thing, painted it blue. Now giving it that a little bit of the silver binding that binds each plate. Very tedious, so we'll speed that up. And now I'm going to put a brush of, actually a dry brush of silver, so it gives it that little bit of silver highlight, that little bit of that little bit of metallic look, and that's over everything, even the ice shield. And I'll even end up putting it on the hammer. Now the hammer, you'll see, we're gonna end up doing a little bit more of that later. Now we're talking about his beard and hair. So I didn't want to keep it just white, because we might be going into that Papa Smurf line if we keep it just white. So I was trying to come up with a plan of blending different speed paints together, just so it has a gradient, maybe going darker to lighter, giving it that ice look. If you notice, the body is shiny. Now the body, what I did was I did put some gloss varnish over it, which I will end up, and I mean, check out that camera work. That is excellent. I mean, you'll never see Steven Spielberg doing that, but that's probably why he's making millions and I'm not. But anyway, just joking. We'll go ahead and keep doing that blending. So we're blending a lot of different blues, some teal, just to give it, that ice look. First time I've ever done what I tried to do, OSL. So a little bit of speed paint medium right there to get that kind of yellowish look, yellowish green, and just painting over the different symbols in the white. Like I said, never done that before. I kind of enjoyed it. Did what I could. I'm still learning, so trying to do as much as I can with that. But this whole process was great. I really enjoyed it. The Ice King, as you'll see later, he'll be joined with his base and in all of his glory. So I hope everyone had a good time watching this. Leave any comments you have, and I'll talk to you guys later.